go ahead and face him off guardy.
Face off.
And I know that's what Shakur wants. Okay.
Okay, we're good, guys.
Thanks, guys.
It's been a long time coming. I feel like he think that I'm just talking on social media. He think that it's just play, but at the end of the day, it's the same in person. Like, I'm on the same type of timing. I'm not gonna switch up. And April 30th, I'm gonna be on the same type of time. He got a big ass head. That's the main thing. So I'm gonna be punching on that shit all night.
Yeah, it was the first face-off of this fight, and I think it's only gonna get bigger and bigger.
I don't like big rings. People think that I'm like a mover and boxer. I like being in small range, yeah. I can break people down easy.
If it was up to me, I'd just train and then fight. That's my favorite part of all this is just actually fighting. My least favorite is losing weight. You're thirsty, you're dehydrated, you're hungry, you miss your family. You just want to step in the ring and fight and go back with my family.
When you look at Oscar Valdez and what he is as a fighter, what he brings to the fight, the skills that he has, what's your honest assessment of what he brings to this fight and what challenges he brings to you?
I mean, I think he's a tough, rugged fighter. I don't think he that skillful, but he's tough. He don't take no for an answer, so I gotta beat it out of him.
It's the perfect time for him and me to step in the ring and just fight for the belts, fight for unification, and keep on going.
I think this fight definitely put me in the pound for pound rankings. Depending on how I perform is where I'm at on the pound for pound list. I think this fight gonna turn me to a superstar. I feel like a lot of people gonna be tuned in on this fight. A lot of people might make me the favorite, but a lot of people don't really understand how good I am, and they don't understand how badly that I could beat up Oscar Valdez.
What's your greatest advantage here?
My experience. I have more fights than him. I've been through a lot of fights, a lot of wars. Yes, you find a way to get him there and you force him to get there. He might start questioning himself. Does he really want it? I fought with an injured hand, injured rib, broken jaw. I've been sent to the canvas. There's been times where I've been exhausted and I thought I was gonna collapse because I'm so exhausted in the ring. Losing is not an option. That's the only thing in my mind. I have to continue going and going forward, and it just shows that I definitely got the heart for it. The one word I can describe myself is a warrior. I like to picture myself, and one day when I retire, I'm gonna be considered one of them. Because at the end of the day, we all have a dream. We all have a dream to become the best out there. I work very, very hard to be in the position that I am, and I will do whatever it takes to come out victorious. If I gotta train 5 hours to 8 hours a day, if that's what it takes to win, I'm gonna do it.
I feel like a lot of fighters these days, they go in the gym and practice things over and over.
I want you to see the periphery. I want to see it come. You can see it out your periphery. Good. Okay.
I don't think they actually understand like what they're doing, and I feel like I understand boxing. Distance, range, how to make somebody miss, how to step in on the inside. They don't understand certain things, and I feel like I'm one of them fighters that understand. I'm mastering boxing.
Stevenson's looked better and better every time he's fought. Yeah.
I'm mastering range. I'm mastering the art of hitting and not getting hit. I like the comparison to Floyd, but at the end of the day, Floyd at 23 and me at 23, you sit there and you watch and pay attention. I feel like I know more than him. I just feel like I'm on a whole nother level. I feel like it's gonna be a masterclass performance by me. I love Bud. I think Canelo is great too. But me personally, I feel like I'm the best fighter in the world. I think the main thing is turning myself into a superstar. That's like the main thing to me, is doing whatever I gotta do or whatever it takes to become a superstar also in the sport of boxing. I want the world to know that I was one of the best boxers to ever do it, so I gotta keep training and keep getting better.
Definitely a lot of people who I want to silence. A lot of people who made this personal. And they're a big part of my motivation as well. They're a big part of this. It gave me more motivation to work hard, stay focused, and just rise to a competition. I was just on my A game, concentrated, and my aura. It was a perfect game plan that we've been working over and over for months. I could have fought anybody that day, I would have beat him. I felt like a pit bull on a leash. Just let me go. There was a lot of repetitions towards that fight. There was a lot of times where Eddie Reynoso told me, you're gonna knock him out with that punch.
Absolutely explosive.
There was a lot of times where I dreamed of that fight. I always picture myself lifting my hands as victorious.
Oscar Valdez is the new champion and new WBC Super Featherweight Champion of the world, Oscar Valdez!
There's nothing better in life than proving people wrong. I have a list of people who doubted me. My idols doubted me. Boxing analysis doubted me. They said Cumberbatch was going to knock me out. You know, you stay disciplined, anything is possible. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do something. Always prove them wrong. I heard Shakur Stevenson wants to fight. Let's do it. I just want to keep on fighting and give the fans what they want.
We mentioned Shakur Stevenson because it was years and years of repetition of him calling my name. And it got to a point where people were believing him. Were believing that me, Oscar Valdez, was afraid of this fighter. I've never been afraid of no one out there. No fighter out there I've ever been afraid of. Nobody.
With the Jamel Herring fight, by the time I fought him, he was a fighter that was a champion now. He done rebuilt himself, recreated his image, his fighting style. Like, I knew it wasn't the same fighter. I knew it wasn't the same Jamel.
Shakur said, Papa, don't talk to him too much because I'm going to take his belt. Shakur been thinking about this for a long time.
Yeah, I watched him. I watched him even when he fought Carl Frente. I watched that fight so many times, and I sat there and I said, this dude can't beat me. We fighting for a world title against an actual champion that's coming off the best win in his career. I told every single person that I was going in there to beat him up. I told them I was gonna shine. I told them that if they up the level on me, I'm gonna up the level on them. We went to go touch gloves. I looked at him, and he was like amped up about the moment. And I'm looking, I'm like, man, just stay calm, just stay calm. When round one started, I stepped to him. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stand right in front of you and see what you do. Seemed like his game plan was the box. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep stepping to him. Then round 2, 3, stepping to him more. Now I'm putting hands on him. I felt like with that fight, a lot of people slept on me. They thought it was gonna be a hard fight. Everybody thought about the size that he had and the power or the sharpness. A lot of people didn't really think I was gonna go in there and beat him up. And I knew like what it was. I knew my hand speed was better. I felt like I was gonna be the strongest fighter, which I was. And I felt like I was way smarter.
Shakur is firing right now.
As I started putting hands on him, it's over. Can't do nothing. You down 3, 4 rounds, it's hard to come back from that with me. I'm not one of them fighters that let people back in the fight. I had some good performances. I feel like that was just the biggest moment.
The first title you ever won was a vacant belt. This one you had to take from another fighter. How did that feel?
It felt amazing. I want to be a superstar in the sport. I'm here to last. There's only one fight left at the end of the day. Oscar can't keep ducking. It's time for him to fight. The 130-pound division, we need to unify. Let's get it.
Without a doubt, the last controversy that I have was one of the hardest things that I had to deal with in my life. Ever since I was a little kid, I've dreamed of being in this moment. I've done all this through hard work and sacrifice, and to be labeled a cheater, it broke my heart hearing and feeling the fingers that everyone pointing at me, calling me a cheater. So that truly hurt me as a fighter, as a person, because there's nothing worse out there than being discredited of hard work, discipline, and everything. I put my heart into this, and to be labeled as a cheater, it's just hard to explain how hard it was. I thought it was some type of joke. I even laughed at it. I looked at my father, I said, apparently we came out positive. Well, what is this? They told me the word. Well, what is it? They told me it's a diuretic. But it's no big deal. It says you have very low levels of it, and they're gonna test you again, and it's gonna be fine. Okay, so it shouldn't be Next thing I know, social media is blowing up. Fingers everywhere, pointing at me, calling me a cheater, saying that everything I've done is because of this substance that came out positive. I was hearing my own friends as fighters that I should be punished, I should be banned from boxing. And boxing's all I got. I got my family and boxing was puts food on the table for my family. Why would I put in my contracts that I want the body testing for my opponents if I'm gonna be a cheater? It doesn't make sense for me. It truly, truly broke my heart. It truly hurt me, it brought me down. I've been testing ever since I was 17 years old. This is the first time I went to Olympics. And I've always done the same things over and over. Since 17 till now that I'm 31, I've done the same thing. Never once that I came out positive. And this day I came out positive. And for that, I was over and over thinking about it. What went wrong? What did we take different that could have come out positive? We thought about maybe it was an herbal tea. We maybe thought it was supplements that maybe were contaminated. There was a lot of things going through my mind. I had a lot of theories. We send everything we have to a lab. I hope in the lab will come back and tell us what it was so I can show the world it was clearly a mistake. And all that was building up towards my last fight, and it just didn't let me compete the way I wanted to. My last fight wasn't my best fight. We could all agree on that. I agree on that. It was definitely a lot of pressure towards that fight. A lot of pressure. I wasn't 100% there. We got the win.
And still, WBC Super Featherweight Champion of the World, Oscar Valdez!
I get it sometimes, I get it. If I'm an athlete and I'm a boxer and I have another fighter in front of me who may be cheating, I'm gonna be offended as well. And that's what happened with a lot of fighters. They were offended. They were trying, I felt that they were trying to bring me down. And the worst thing about it is that they got what they wanted. They brought me, they squished me like a bug. They morally, mentally, I was drained. The fact that I was trying to prove everybody that I wasn't a cheater. I was trying to force them, but you guys gotta believe me that I've never cheated in my life. And they're just looking at me with a straight face, mad, telling them, no, you did it. You know what you did. You're a cheater. And that brought me down. I'm 31 years old. I wanted to cry. I wanted to cry like a little kid. I'm not a cheater. It's not because of right now. It's just me picturing that day.
I feel like after his last fight, he kept saying he wanted to fight the winner out of Shakur and Jamel. He knew I was gonna win, he said that. But then he started talking about Navarrete. So it's like,
I never said Navarrete.
nah, your team. Y'all said
That's a lie.
Navarrete. Well,
no.
Bob Aaron said it. Bob Aaron said it out of his mouth.
We denied Navarrete because we didn't want to find out.
I don't know about that. I don't know how true that is. I'm just saying, I heard Bob Aaron say out his mouth that they wanted to make the Navarrete, Oscar Valdez fight. Their teams was getting together and trying to create their fight. So I felt like that was a ducking move because it's like, if you say out your mouth you want to fight the winner out of Shakur Stevenson and Jamel, why not make that happen? I don't know what happened with them, if they fell out, if the money wasn't right. I don't know.
People in Mexico would love that fight, but I personally didn't like the fight because there's more fans that wanted the Shakur fight. Your name is very mentioned in Mexico, and it's because of me, because you call me. You call my name, I walk in the streets and I say, hey, when are you going to fight Shakur?
Yeah.
And that's when I said, okay, people want this, they really want this fight. Just give it to them.
Yeah, but I heard Bob Aaron say personally that you wanted the Navarrete fight, or your team wanted the Navarrete fight, and it was throwing me off, my boy. I don't know, man. I don't know. Me
I love the fact that we're making this fight for the fans.
Me too. Just make sure you're not cheating. Make sure there's no cheating going on, my boy.
Don't worry about me cheating.
Hey, man, I seen it, you know. I'm just saying, don't cheat
don't
me,
worry,
my boy. I don't like cheaters, man.
I never cheated in my life.
So let's just make sure it don't happen again. How about that? I'm not looking to have a tough fight with him. Like, I'm not looking to go in there and let's go tick for tag. Oh, you hit me, I hit you. Let's see who the tougher fighter. Nah, I'm going in there to pick him apart. I'm going in there to mentally drain him. I don't think he ever been in front of a fighter like me. Like, I think this is his first time being in there with somebody with my type of skills, and as the fight go on, I want him to mentally quit.
I think one of my biggest things that I've had is my mindset. And I've never quit. I'm not a quitter. I'm always gonna push it to the maximum. And for me to be mentally drained is gonna be very hard.
But the thing is, you gotta understand, like, when I say mentally drained, it's not like you going in there with somebody that you can hit. You going in there with somebody that you can't hit. So as the fight go on, you gonna mentally be like, I can't do nothing. And that's how I feel like the fight gonna go.
Well, I feel different. The guy that makes the first mistake is gonna pay for it. So this is that type of fight.
So a technical fight.
Oh yes.
Okay, that's perfect.
That's one of the keys right there, the body shots. He's not used to people trying to go to a body. And that can make him maybe even make a mistake. But also what I've seen in his last fight, sometimes he gets a little too comfortable. I need that one mistake for him to make, and a big punch can land. Can change the fight. I know once he feels that shot, he's not gonna want to stay in there. When those times where you're tired, exhausted, how much do you want it? Do you got the guts to go through it? That's the question. I think I can get him in that position. The fight's boring, Bubs.
Right. And Shakur probably is boring.
You win the fights in the gym, working hard. He's not working harder than me. I'll be 100% ready for him, no matter what.
If he can't deal with our hand speed, it's a wrap.
At the end of the day, when I go in the ring, I'm gonna make sure I give it my all.
Right up under them arms.
I put in the work, I did what I was supposed to do. I don't care how this go, I'm gonna make sure that it go my way.
Time for the whole world to see who I actually am.
This is the biggest fight in boxing. You got two champions putting it all on the line. Belt versus belt. And a lot to lose. I feel like it's the best fight in boxing, and I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna dominate.
Jay, say you win fights in the gym, working hard. That's something that I do. I don't worry about what he's gonna do. I don't know his game plan. I don't care. What I care is how I work hard in the gym, and I'll be 100% ready for April 30th. Y'all know Shakur can box, he can move around. But can he really be able to take that shot? Does he have the heart? Does he have the guts? Does he have the hunger that I have? The human body is not meant to be getting hit. Instinct starts kicking in. You might have to quit. You might have to stop the fight. You might have to lose. I think I'm capable of making him quit. Whoever makes the first mistake is gonna pay for it. And I'm up for it. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to win. Now I'm feeling good. It's all how you recover. You gotta recover fast. That's where the discipline comes in. After this workout, just go to sleep, just go to rest out, because later on in the day we gotta work out again. And the next day, do it all over again.
No, it's gonna be a good fight. Shakur is a great fighter with a lot of skills, but Oscar is a great fighter too. He's so disciplined. He trains so hard. He have a lot of experience too. It's gonna be a good fight.
Hey, I'm about to say something that's gonna make y'all mad. Tyson Fury will beat Muhammad Ali. Yes, I'm dead ass. Bro, he is 6'9". Ali is like 220, bro. Bro, I know y'all right. I'm supposed to stick with my people, but I gotta be a realist, bro. Tyson Fury is 6'9", 300 pounds, bro. How is Muhammad Ali gonna hit him? He gonna turn to Joe Frazier? He's a boxer. I stand with my people too, but I'm just saying the real, bro. Fury ass too f***ing big for anybody. How Ali was gonna get inside, bro? Ali was the greatest, but shit. I know, bro. I know, bro. To be that big with that much skills and can be in shape and move around and could punch and like what can't this motherfucker do? He can fight on the inside. This man fought Wilder on the inside. I'm just saying, dude could do everything.
How you doing, Bill? Good, good. How about yourself? Good? Good.
So how you feeling, man?
Feeling good. Very excited for this.
You're training like a maniac. It's been amazing to watch.
That's all I do.
Yeah.
Work hard, train hard. Perform. Let's do this. Can't wait.
We gotta have a butler.
I'll see. Not bad, huh? We're on our way.
Jeffrey?
Jeffrey, yeah. Will Smith.
Hors d'oeuvres, please.
There are no mas.
Down here's just the living area.
Yeah.
Upstairs you have the master bath and the master bedroom and the closet. Right on the bottom side we do have the little espresso machine. Not sure if we're big on coffee, guys. But to turn it on, it's gonna be the little black button down here.
Oh, Oscar loves coffee.
The concierge and butler service are both 24 hours.
Okay.
So if you need anything 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, doesn't matter. Just pick up the phone. We're there for you guys. A lot of guests expect jets, but it's just champagne bubbles. So yeah, because they see the big nozzles and. Yeah. Just saying. Yeah. And we can throw some ice in there too to make it a nice bath, if you guys need.
Everything that we're seeing right now, this suite, it's all good. It's pretty awesome, but I'm not really paying attention to all this. I'm very focused on the main object. This is temporarily. The fight forever will be historical, so I'm very focused on the main object, which is to win the fight.
Just cutting weight today, just going through the motions, think, we got all the main work in. She's getting stronger and stronger, so his recovery between rounds has been immaculate.
They not gonna like you.
Barbershop to the gym, huh, Shaq?
Shit, I ain't got no choice. It's fight week. Gotta get a cut somehow.
You ready?
Hell yeah. I'm ready to eat too, though.
I bet. Strict ass diet, huh?
Facts, I can't eat.
I see you tweet you want some soul food.
Yeah, when I get back to Houston, I'm gonna go get some soul food. Friday, I'm finna feast though. I ain't gonna lie. She better make everything.
But did you tell her?
I need a bunch of shit just laid out.
Tell her what you want.
By the time I see Valdez, I'm gonna be like this. Walking in the ring. Damn, this is a whole different person.
I see that the Ring Magazine belt is now on the line for this one.
Yeah, that's what I just heard. So I'm gonna be the linear champion, WBC champion, and the WBO champion.
That right there should push you
pound for pound.
There we go.
That means I'm the best in the world.
Foot. This is Shakur.
Flavor.
He's fighting. He's the main event.
Oh, he's the main event? He's the main event?
Yeah.
Wow.
I seen your show.
All right, no doubt. Well, I can't wait to see yours.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, yo, good luck, man, on Saturday, man.
How many times people didn't ask you about Canelo, even though you fighting Oscar?
I don't really care though.
It don't make no sense.
They even turn the stories, they even turn everything that I say into like a story. Like, oh, he said that he can beat Canelo. Yes, that's what I feel like. Canelo can't help him. I feel like, me personally, I could beat anybody. Don't give a if they say Floyd was right. I'm going to say I can beat anybody on this planet. I'm supposed to feel that way.
There you go.
After this fight, my next 2 fights for both belts is in Newark, New Jersey. I earned it. I am the linear champion after I win. So, give me that respect.
Brick City, we on the way.
Ready to go? Lay the down. I gotta stop cursing so much. Y'all bleep me on the Tyson Fury. I heard y'all been here all day.
Don't forget this too. Anyone can take it too.
Next time I'm gonna have the WBC.
Kick ass out there.
See Saturday. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get this press conference started. The WBC WBO Ring Magazine Junior Lightweight Championship of the World on the line. Oscar Valdez, Shakur Stevenson.
I'm very excited for this. Ever since I was a little kid, I dreamed of these types of opportunities. To be fighting for unified world championships, to be here in Vegas. I'm just very excited right now to be in this mega fight. And I can't wait. I'm anxious to step in the ring April 30th.
I speak the truth every time I talk, so I feel like he didn't want to fight me at 126, and now we here at 130. And the fight here is I fight Saturday, and I'm ready to fight.
It's a perfect time. Shakur Stevenson, a two-time world champion right now. Myself, I'm a two-time world champion. It is a perfect time right now. Let's prove who is the best 130 pounds. Let's get it on April 30th. Let's just show it.
Most definitely. I've been waiting on this moment my whole life. Years and years of training since I was an amateur to prepare for this moment, and I feel like I'm ready.
To become somebody like Eric Morales or Marco Antonio Barrera, Juan Manuel Marquez, you got to go through fighters like Shakur Stevenson with good names, with good recognition, when they have the belts on the line, undefeated records. It's just a great opportunity for me to try to become something close to what my idols did.
When I beat him, I'm going to feel good beating him, Canelo, Eddie Reynoso, the whole team.
We've been waiting for this one a long time, ladies and gentlemen.
You know it's a code you got to crack, right? It's going to be hard. It's going to be real hard.
It's going to be a good one.
I know, I can't wait. I swear I can't wait. I promise you. It's the best fight ever.
It's going to be a good one.
I know.
Let's get it.
I'm going to get it with them.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm enjoying this.
I'm enjoying it too.
For the next 20 years, we're going to be talking back. We're going to really
I can't wait for that too.
It wasn't a lot of trash talk. It's trash talk, but it's positivity. It just shows a little bit more respectful than I thought. But it's what it all is, man. For me, you respect me, I respect you back. You disrespect me, I'll disrespect you back. There's 3 belts on the line right now. WBC, WBO, and the Ring Magazine. So, more motivation. Whatever goes around right here in the press conference and all the media and whatever Shakur says and whatever his team says, it doesn't bother me not one bit. I'm very focused on the main thing.
And lastly, what do you say to other people of Newark, New Jersey who are looking up to you, who saw you from the ground up and have seen you come this far in your life so young? What do you say to the people of Brick City?
Look, we on. I feel like we on. For all the young kids, I feel like I want to let them know that they can do what I'm doing. They can go do something, try to get into a sport or whatever, school, however. Just, don't always turn to the streets. You can make money in different ways, and that's what I'm doing right now. So everybody know I love y'all. We're going to turn up Saturday.
There's one thing I know, it's about the future, man. The second greatest boxer after me, whatever you want, or just KT. That's it. You can say to my sparring partner that got me right before my fight. Boom!
Oscar, you feeling good?
I'm feeling great.
Settled in?
Settled in. Focus on the main object. Just win the fight.
There you go.
Yeah, we're going to go to the media right now. He's going to do some satellite interviews. Should take about an hour. Then we'll be good for the day.
Just delighted to see you, Oscar. Now, I just want to know what your mindset is now you are here. There's been so much talking, there's been so much waiting, but now you're here, now you're on the ground. Flew in from San Diego last night. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling very happy. The right word would be I'm very anxious to step in the ring April 30th. I've been training very hard for this, and we're going to show April 30th that we are the best at 130 pounds. I got to visualize it every morning. I wake up thinking about Shakur Stevenson, about how I'm going to beat him, and I go to sleep.
He got to go in there and crack a code. I feel like he never been in there with a fighter like me. It's a code he got to crack. He got to be able to crack the defense, the offense, the skill set of Shakur Stevenson, and we're going to see if he can do it tomorrow.
We know Shakur is a tough fighter. He's a two-time world champion. So obviously, me winning this fight will definitely put me in a closer position that I've always dreamed of, is to be on the top list of pound for pound and being a list of being recognized as one of the great Mexican fighters. So definitely winning this will put me in a higher step. So I'm very excited for this. This is my moment, and I'm ready for whatever.
Clean at all times. And when I say
say you must obey. Good one, touch him up.
To make sure that he doesn't get outside of himself and go back to his old.
Three-punch combination.
Get hit, but he cannot get.
Valdez has to come in behind something. He's not going to close the gap.
Big problems for Valdez because that's not the storyline coming into this fight. The storyline is Shakur outboxing and being slick and moving away. That's not the case right now. Position to let his shots go like you see right there, knowing that he's going to get hit.
Getting Shakur Stevenson back on his.
But then Valdez allows Shakur Stevenson to take away the play in moments like this. This is a big mistake. Valdez doesn't want to be down 5-1 going into the 7th round.
For Kenny Bayless. By the way, Bernardo Osuna, our award-winning ringside reporter, just turned to the Nevada Commission and said, what
you want to do, I'm telling all your weaknesses and looking you dead in your face while I do it. That's dog.
He's just trying to use that as a rangefinder. He's looking for the uppercut and the combinations.
He just threw a left jumper.
On the outside, so why not risk trying to get your offense up?
Oh, there's a good left hand from Shakur Stevenson. As the undefeated 31-year-old champion. 4 rounds to 1, Stevenson, says Andre Ward. It's a very easy one to score, and there is the knockdown opening up.
He was off balance coming forward. See his inertia brought him forward right there. The ropes were there out there on the head of Valdez.
There's a difference between the pawing jab, the range-finding jab, and that joust.
Valdez it's too little, and it's too infrequent. You let a guy...
Valdez.
2-punch combination that finishes with the left to the body from Shakur. Then the left
nice
uppercut. He has been looking to time that a few times.
Right there again down to the body. And something.
Shakur backs him up. There's a body shot again. Digs into the body. That right hand nearly straight low. Stevenson falches. Then places that jab.
With Oscar right now as he continues to miss the right hand from the same range. He can't be at Shakur's range.
And now the WBC, WBO, and Ring Magazine Junior Lightweight Champion of the World, Shakur Stevenson!
I got the next step. Hey, Julie, can I see some? Hey, Lyric, I love you, and will you marry me?
The answer is yes. A huge night for Shakur Stevenson as he proposes to live.
I'm a superstar in this sport. You line them up, name them. I'm ready for whoever.